what's up guys, it's BarbaraBeauté and I'm back on your screen with another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm doing like my first get ready with me chitty chatty, what they be calling it, you know, what the birds, all the YouTube birds be calling it. It's like no, no kidding, I'm doing my chit chat get ready with me video. We're going to discuss some topics, you know, and I'm just going to do my makeup, okay? It's not a tutorial, so don't be expecting that, okay? I ain't gonna show the products, daddy. Crazy thing is, like, I have the urge and the sensation to like tell y'all what I'm about to be using. But yeah, today I just want to talk about like relationships, cheating, maybe like why relationships fail type of thing. So like what got me thinking about this is the whole Cardi B and Offset thing. Obviously that is a hot topic. She's a public figure. Her man is publicly cheating. And yeah, so I personally think she is dumb as hell for taking him back. Now let's look at their timeline. Let's think about their timeline. I don't exactly know the exact timeline because I ain't in their life, but I know at least a year ago they got married, right? Around that same time, I think around that same time it came out that that the whole hacking of the iCloud thing happened. And they found, I don't know, he was with some girl in a hotel room, and obviously he cheated on Cardi B. And at that point, they were already married. Whether they were hiding that they were married, I think they were hiding it. Yeah, at that point they were married. I don't know if she had the baby already or if she was pregnant already. I have no idea. Next thing you know, the rumors come out that she is pregnant. She was obviously hiding her pregnancy or whatever. I feel like a lot of women, they do that, oh, I'm staying for the family thing. Oh, I'm staying for my family, I'm staying for my family, I'm staying for my family. But homie was cheating and whatever from the start. So that's a red flag from the beginning, from jump. Like, but maybe, I don't know, maybe at that point she was just felt like he would change, or I don't know what she felt like because I ain't her. But my thing is, when you see red flags like that, why would you stay? Like, I don't know if she was already married or not, but why would you stay? But I remember she did an interview and she was like, yeah, when the whole marriage thing came out, that they were actually married and people like found her marriage certificate, she was like, yeah, we were young, we were really young, and we had some issues in our relationship, but we were just, you know, basically she was saying how they were pretty much just really head over heels for each other, and basically that they felt like the marrying and committing to each other was the solution to their problems. That's what I don't agree with when it comes to people. Like, you feel like marriage is gonna be the solution to your relationship problems? That's crazy. Homie is cheating from jump, and you feel like getting married, like the ultimate commitment you can make, is going to be the solution to those issues. That makes zero sense. There's no logic in that mindset at all. If anything, marriage is going to amplify things, because now you're being held to a higher standard. It's like you're pretty much stuck. Not to say that people don't get divorced, but you're pretty much stuck. Now you feel like, okay, now I really got to stay with this guy because I'm married to him now. And I think that's the problem with that whole, not just Cardi B and Offset, because I'm just using that as an example, but that's an issue with, I feel like, a lot of people when it comes to marriages. They feel like marriage is the solution. And then when it's not, it should be the final icing on the cake. It should be the final destination, like when you got your ish together. Because if you having problems while you're just in a boyfriend and girlfriend, just in a relationship, what makes you think you're not gonna have problems just because you have a paper that says you're married? What makes you think that? I don't understand the logic. Where's the logic there? Then, okay, she's married, right? So then, at that point, I'm pretty sure he's still cheating. I don't know for sure. I honestly don't feel like if you start cheating, you're just gonna stop. Like, I feel like you're gonna keep cheating, and you're just gonna find different ways to hide it. Or you're messing around and talking to people. And then, it comes out that she's pregnant. I don't know if my timeline is right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, all of these events happened, regardless if they were in this order or not. But yeah, it comes out that she's pregnant or whatever. And that's another thing. It's like you feel like, oh, you gotta stay, you gotta stay. So basically all the cheating stuff is being covered up. Not covered up, but ignored, because there's another big responsibility on the way, right? So she probably feel like she gotta stay, which a lot of women feel like they need to stay because they want to stay for their family and he's a good dad and this and that. My thing is, when people say, oh, he's a good dad, he's a good dad, being a good dad is not only respecting your kids, it's respecting your kid's mom as well. Because you could be the greatest father on earth, but if you don't respect the mom, that's not a good example for your kids too. Regardless if the kid is bored or not. Like, I won't say, oh, he's a bad dad. I don't know him. I don't know either of these people. But you also need to treat the mother of your child with respect as well. I feel like that comes with being a good dad, a good man, a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be with the mother of your child, but you need to treat that person with respect, even especially if you're in a relationship with that person. Cheating on that person, that doesn't make you a good dad, that doesn't make you a good man, that doesn't make you a good person. I think everything was good, you know, as far as in the media. It seemed like everything was good with their relationship. I don't know if any more cheating things came out. I'm sure he was still cheating, because like I said, he obviously has an issue and he can't stop. You all remember, it was after Cardi had already gave birth. She went to some club to beat up some girl. I think it's 6ix9ine's girlfriend, Jade, I think, to beat her up because she was allegedly messing with Offset. So that's another incident. So then later on after that, see, this is all stuff that's just coming out in the media. We don't know what he's doing behind the closed door. He could be a lot worse, which he probably is. And like, the thing about Offset don't even know how to cheat, like, without getting caught. Yeah, I think that's why she had caught the case with New York. I guess those bartenders and those strippers had pressed charges on her because they got jumped or something. I don't know all the details. I don't know. I ain't a gossip blogger or anything. I don't be knowing. She's still with him. They going on trips. They giving each other cars and stuff. Alright, so at this point, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're really dumb. Because now he's continuously, he's showing a pattern that he's continuously going to embarrass you, and he's going to embarrass you in public, right? So at this point, not that she deserves it, at this point, you can't feel sorry for somebody like that. You're just, granted, when you're in love, I understand you do dumb stuff, but you see the patterns. You catching cases. You doing all this extra stuff. But you do anything but you won't leave. Like, You do all this, but you won't leave? Like, leave. Then it finally comes out that some girl, I don't know exactly how it came out, but some girl that's, I guess, friends or ex-friends with the girl that he was messing with, posted messages from Offset and her that they were gonna meet up in New Orleans. And Offset came out that and said that he was entertaining her. Nothing happened between them. I guess Cardi wasn't having that. She posted that they were no longer together. Boom. We're proud of Cardi. Go Cardi. You finally stood up for yourself. Like, whatever. But we all knew. It's like when people are just like toxically obsessed with each other in the worst way. It seems like that's that kind of relationship that they have. Like, they just can't get enough of each other. And everybody knows the whole Rolling Loud event. Like, she made it seem like she wasn't gonna get back with him. Like, she made it seem like she was mad. But she spent Christmas with him, and he got him all these ugly bags and these bomb shoes. So she took, I don't know, she took him back. My whole thing, I feel like, is people rush into relationships way too much. People rush into relationships and then they add like so much extra so like what do you call it, you know, when you add in all the stuff at Chipotle, the add-ons, like you add in too much stuff. You add in kids, you're adding marriage, and then you add different kids, and then he has other you have like other baby mothers, you have this, that. It's too much. Like, take your time with relationships. Slow down. Like, this is like a big deal, especially like when you're like a little older, like you're not a teenager. Like, when you're young, you're in your teens, like, who freaking cares? Even your early 20s, who cares, man? Like, jump into relationships. So like, don't be like jumping into relationships and then like, you know, having add-ons. Oh, my partner is gonna give me issues. Okay, I don't freaking know, but anyway, don't be like adding stuff in the relationship. Like, chill, slow down. Like, people just be having kids. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't knock anyone who has kids, because I have like I know people who have kids, and it's like, whatever, I know things happen, but it's like the way people be having kids, it's as if each person they're with, they have to have a kid with them, or like they don't have the control, or you know what I'm saying, like they don't have control to a point where they're having kids with every relationship they enter, and they get into a lot of relationships. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, slow down. I just wanna get to know you. Yeah, like, get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. Can we do that? Like, I know this world is instant gratification, like, but my goodness, I just couldn't be one of those people. Like, I need to know you for a while before I like even like get to that level of anything, like physical or anything emotional. Like, I need to know you. Like, I'm 100% for, like, and an advocate for, be friends before you enter a relationship. And I think that will solve any issues you have. Because think about it, if you're friends with a person, you can really fill out like what kind of person they are, and you'll have time to catch certain things. Like, in a friendship, you have time to catch certain things because you're not necessarily trying to be in a relationship with that person. You're not necessarily like falling in love, or you might be, but you're not necessarily like blinded by things. Like, you can catch if the person is like toxic. You can catch if how the person talks to their family, how the person, you know, if the person, you know, had a lot of relationships, and if, you know, how they ended, and you can really find out like what kind of person that person is, like, just by being their friend. And I feel like once that phase is over, or, and it's not really like a phase, like, oh, friendship, da da da. It's like more of a transition that happens naturally. And once that is over, if like a relationship where you like start falling for the person, that comes naturally, and that's, you know, that's good, because then you got to know the person, like, you know what I'm saying? Ugh, this palette is just, I don't know. I tried this palette the other day and it just was trash to me. Like, okay, so I have to put concealer on top of this. Hopefully the concealer, because someone told me to use concealer, bro. I was being hard-headed because I'm not a concealer based person. Be friends with someone. Like, take that advice from me. You never take no advice from me. Be friends with someone. Oh my god, this is not showing up, bro. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to do a nice little cute eyeshadow. And like, as far as cheating, I feel like you really gotta weigh your options. Like, I do believe in second chances. I'm a forgiving person, but when it comes to something like that, that is very severe. I don't feel like you cheat on people that you love. That's just me. That is my stance. Some people will say, oh, every man cheats. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And say what you want, I just do not believe that. If you really think your man is gonna change, whatever, give him his second chance. But I feel like there should never be an opportunity for a third chance or plus. That's too much. That's too much. At this point, the person is okay with cheating on you. He or she knows that you're going to allow it, and he's going to keep on doing it. And it's either he has a issue or he has some problems he needs to resolve. He just don't love you. Like, I really don't feel like there's a reason for someone to be cheating on you 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and then you go and have kids with them, go and get married to them, and commit your whole life to them, and you wonder why they keep on cheating. Well, when you were dating, they cheated. Did you think it was going to change just because y'all got married? Oh, that definitely looks better than how it looked before. But this looks like Patch City. Patch City. I just need a lighter concealer. But too late for that. Anyway. Okay, please let this show up. And I think what's so crazy about the Cardi B thing, we all are watching it. Like, she's literally making a fool out of herself. We're watching it happen. Okay, this is starting to look a lot nicer. So all I had to do was use a freaking concealer, dog. I just wish that my base was lighter so that the colors would show up. Yo, it's a struggle to get colors to show up on dark skin. Like, I don't understand. Granted, this is Beach Cosmetics. This ain't no freaking expensive makeup. Looking like Sprite, baby. I'm building it up, but it's going on smooth. I just needed a concealer. I don't think I'm gonna do a cut crease either, because I'm not gonna ruin this. Like, she's like at the height of her career. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's at the height. I don't want to say that, but she's doing pretty well with her career, but it's like her relationship, that joint is crazy. And I think that all stems from you just didn't get to know the man. Like, you didn't get to know him well enough. Like, love at first sight, sure, but we're falling in love fast, sure, but was it necessary for you to like go buy property with the dude? Like, get married so quickly? Like, that's not necessary. For me, marriage doesn't like signify like, oh, like I believe in marriage. I want to get married. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't mean like, oh, we're so in love. Da 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 da. Let's go get married now. Like, ain't nothing gonna change once you get married. Like, you might end up living with the person. You might end up seeing the person every day. But that's not gonna change nothing about the relationship, right? If anything, it's gonna make your relationship a lot harder. And if you ain't ready for it, and you didn't get to know the person, it's gonna fail. I feel like a lot of it too has to do with like your level of respect for yourself. Because I've definitely been there to a point where like my insecurity made me feel like, you know, sometimes you think you're secure, but then when someone just breaks you down to a point where you just feel like you just accepting their bad like behavior, and it's just like you feel almost like you deserve it type of thing, or you can't do better, or you just so in love. It's just your insecurity. It's really not love. It's your insecurity making you feel like, oh, you're so in love with this person, and that's not. But it's your insecurity speaking. It wants you to make you feel as though that's all you deserve, and you're in love. And chances are it's not even love. It could just be a lust, or it could just be a rebound or something. You know? I'm gonna do like a halo eye because that's so safe to me. I ain't trying to mess it up because this is cute. This eyelash makeup is cute. Oh, I need a dark green, like a forest green. What else? Let's talk about dating. I have like different views about dating, and I've gotten different views about dating from different people. But I feel like dating is different. I feel like depending on how you view like marriage and how you view relationships, because for me at this point in my life, I'm not single, but I would be dating to find someone to be in a relationship with, or to find someone I like that I can settle down with, or whatever. But a lot of people feel like dating is just, you know, just having fun, and that's okay too. Like, just having fun, and you date multiple people. I was never a person to do that, just because, first of all, I would never find that many people to like me. Like, that would never be me. Like, girls don't even like me. What makes you think guys like me? But I think the dating process is like very crucial too, though. I don't know where the camera cut off, but I was talking about dating and saying how the dating process is very important, and that also contributes to how your relationship is going to turn out, right? And I was saying that dating is different depending on how you view relationships, of course, and how you view marriage. And some people never want to get married, so you can't just say, oh, everybody dates to marry. Some people don't ever want to be married, and you can't assume that everyone wants to be married. So that's that. But for me, I would be, at this point in my life, if I was single, I would be dating to be married and dating to settle down with someone. I think people lack when it comes to telling other people what they want. Telling people what they want and making their intentions clear. I've definitely been at a point where I was in certain situations where two parties didn't know what they want. The two parties didn't know and they didn't make it clear what they want. I had felt like I had made it clear, but I guess it wasn't clear to the other person. And men and women are so different. You would think you told the man what you wanted, but he's stupid and he needs to be spelled out, and he needs to be reminded of it every single day, because that's just how men are. They're a little slow. But at the same time, I feel like you will know a man's intentions very early on. Like, you can choose to ignore them all you want, but he will let you know his intentions. And sometimes we just want this man, or we just want to be with someone, or we just don't know how to be alone, and we just take certain things from men. And it's like, how can we, when homeboy let us know what his intentions were from jump? We just chose to ignore it. Ooh, I'm gonna let y'all see this up close when I'm done, but Jesus, I am doing that. I don't know if this is gonna be this is gonna be wearable for the rest of the day, but intentions are a big one. You could really waste your time not knowing someone else's intentions. A lot of men out here, they just want one thing. And if you're that type of girl that's just not clear about her intentions, you could be caught up in one of those situationships or one of those things. Because for the most part, a man is not going to say, well, I just want to have sex with you. He's going to show you in different ways that that's what all he wants. Like, he's not going to be interested in your emotions. He's not going to be calling you. He's not going to be caring about your well-being. He's just going to be caring about one thing. So as women, you need to like be able to catch those signs. No, and also you need to be vocal. You need to say, listen, I want this, and that. And then if the person says they cannot deliver that, you need to be able to also walk away. Now, if y'all want the same things, that's different. Then I'm sure that could make it, you can make it work. But if you don't, you can just be wasting your time. And then another thing with that is you can also like force the guy to like be in a relationship or force him to commit that way, because maybe he did start catching feelings, or maybe he just felt like he had to do that, commit to you, or because you guys are having a child or something. And in that way, that could be the worst thing to happen to your relationship as well, just because it's not genuine. The person's going to resent you. Eventually it's not going to work. Like, eventually he's going to say he fell out of love. Well, it's just because that's not what he wanted to begin with, you know? He never wanted that, and that's something you forced upon him. What's the word? No, I can't think of the word. But that's pretty much something you would have just forced on him, because that's what you wanted, but that's not what he wanted. I feel like with men, you're gonna know if they want you, like, kind of thing. Like, that's how I feel. Sorry, I don't know if I could talk during the liner, but yeah, I feel like you're gonna know if they want you, and they're gonna show you clear signs of if they don't want you, and if they just want something else, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For women, I feel like it could be both ways. Like, for us, we could legit not like a person from the beginning and then end up liking them later. I don't know, I feel like women are just wired differently. But for men, you'll know from jump. Like, you'll know a difference between a person who's really interested in you and who's not, just based off his actions and based off, like, there's a difference between a person who just ayo ma you and a person who I want to take you out type of person. I want to get to know you type of person. Someone who calls you, and someone who checks up on you, someone who doesn't ghost you for days type of thing. There's a big difference. Someone who only contacts you for certain reasons. Big difference. This is so pretty, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do a white eyeliner on top of this, but I don't have it with me, but I'll just do it later. Oh, so pretty. I'm recording another video today with my friends. It should be out tomorrow. It's gonna be a mukbang. I just love to eat. Why not? Yo, can anyone else not get their wings perfect, bro? I was saying you can know the difference between, you can see the difference between a guy who really wants to get to know you and a guy who doesn't. That should gauge, you know, who you get in a relationship with. Something like that is not gonna change. Like, if someone didn't want to get to know you at first, oh my god, these wings are so bad. If someone didn't want to get to know you at first, they ain't gonna all of a sudden want to get to know you. Like for what? That's not something that changes. If somebody wasn't attracted to you, they ain't gonna all of a sudden be attracted to you. But I don't feel like that's something that actually changes. I don't know how to fix this liner. I'm just gonna have to make the other wing really big. Alright guys, so my I was about to say my camera won't turn on. So I'm trying to find a way to prop this phone up because my vlog camera is dead, and that camera, like, why does this keep happening? I don't know how to prop my phone up, so I really don't know what to do right now. I'll probably just finish the rest of my makeup and just show y'all and come back come back and show y'all how it looks. So guys, I just finished my look. Yep, this is how it looks. I used the NYX lipstick. It's called Dubai. It's like a metallic. It's giving me a crinkle vibe. But yeah, I used my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Yeah guys, I don't know if this countdown is going to continue. My camera's not turning on. Yeah, and my vlog camera is not really meant for, it overheats, so I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the problem will resolve itself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed what you did see, and leave me a comment guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.